How's my foot a little scritchy scratchy? All right, well, let's adjust that. That way we don't hurt ourselves. You always think that you've done everything, and then there's always like, oh yeah, it's just that one little more thing. You know, that one little more thing. Yeah, just one small more thing. Merry Christmas, Faceless. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Look at those little Christmas cocos. All right. Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Michael Schwan, and today is Sunday, December 25th, 2022, which means Merry Christmas. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, celebrate. I'm so good at talking. Oh my God. If you don't celebrate Christmas, if you do celebrate any holidays during this time of year, whether it's Hanukkah or any of the other ones, I will admit I'm not very familiar with most of them because I live in America, and in America, they're just like Christmas and Christmas and Christmas. Merry Chrysler. Happy Crisis. Exactly. Hello, Cerulean. So, today's Sunday. It is production day. We are going to be recording all the raw footage for the upcoming YouTube videos of this week. So we do have 6 reactions that we're doing, and then 1 long-form video, which will be the worst games of 2022. Asterisk on that, the worst games that I played in 2022. Although, hilariously enough, we got to get to see a little glimpse of just how well negativity does. If we open up my YouTube studio real quick, you can see that the video that went live this morning, Merry Christmas, which was the ugliest games of 2022, didn't intend on putting such a negative video out on Christmas. That's just how it worked out. But it's doing very, very well. It is by far #1 right now. 212 views in the last 12 hours. That's really good for me. Negativity sells. Unfortunately, this is not the Zoom level that I normally have this at. So yeah, but we're gonna keep rolling that negativity train because, like I said, we'll be talking about the worst games that I played in 2022. The games we're going to be checking out reaction-wise is, let me get this back up. We're going to be checking out The Last Faith, Power Chord, Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, Lightyear Frontier, Grime: Colors of Rot, and Depersonalization are the games that we're going to be checking out the trailers to. So let's go over here. We are going to be playing Stream Raiders alongside everything. I hope that worked. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? There it goes. Got that Bayonetta music in there now that we've actually played Bayonetta. It found its way into the song list. We're actually going to go way up in this top left corner to kill these flying saucers first, and then we'll kill everything else. I'm going to work out to try to get my own power core. The D is silent. All right. Place your units for the Stream Raiders, everybody. We're going to jump right into this. I'm going to change these around real quick for recording purposes. There we go. Okay, so what are we doing? It's production day. We're going to be recording some stuff for YouTube. We do this live on stream because it makes for a more interactive and dynamic experience, both for myself as the content creator. Why you like this, YouTube? Thank you and good night. The way that this works for the purpose of the reactions is that I'm going to read an intro off of my head. We're going to check out the trailer together. You're more than welcome to talk about the trailer. I will be bouncing back and forth with chat for those that are here that are watching. And otherwise, you know, I'll just be filling time on my own. After we watch the trailer, we'll talk about it. Then when it feels like it's the conversation's starting to come to an end or it's just time to go, I will read an outro and then we'll make faces. Face gets used in the thumbnail, rinse and repeat. We'll also be recording the raw footage for the worst games of 2022. That'll operate slightly differently, although relatively in the same idea space, so. All right. Let's tell the music to calm down, especially since that song for Bayonetta just ended. I think I needed to turn these down a little bit for my ear health. Huh, okay. All right. And everybody, if you want to say hi to the YouTube video, you can drop in your YouTube swans, your hi swans, any emote that you want. It doesn't have to be for my channel. You can't unlock the animated YouTube swan emote with channel points. I wouldn't have a problem with it if you could. Just Twitch literally won't let you. So it's subscriber only, and there's no way that I can change that. But if you want to put any emote you want, and as long as it's, you know, relatively safe for work, that'd be appreciated. Don't worry. I say the word fuck a lot, so it doesn't got to be super friendly. But every now and again, you see an emote that kind of just slips by the filters a little bit, and you're like, interesting. Very interesting. Fascinating, really. All right. Stretch the legs out a little bit. Let's get started. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Grime Colors of Rot. Now, this game has actually been out for a little while, although my understanding is that it was only available on Steam, and it did release on Steam in August of 2021. But as of just a couple of days ago, actually, it became available on more platforms, such as like the screen we're looking at right here is available on Xbox One and Xbox Series S, so you'll be seeing it in more places. Grime is a Metroidvania 2D platforming Souls-like, which I feel like too often those words get just all bundled together now, because I've played 2D Souls-like Metroidvania games. We're talking about obviously like Metroid and Castlevania, but you also have the games like Bloodstained, then you have games like Hollow Knight, and you have Ori and the Blind Forest or Dust and Elysian Tale. And while those games are all similar, they all aren't the same style of game. You do have like some 2D platforming in them, but I mean, old Mario was a 2D platformer, and I wouldn't call it a Metroidvania game, and I definitely wouldn't call it a Souls-like. And then you also have the issue of like what systems exist within those mechanics, and then you do have 2D Souls-likes, games like Salt and Sanctuary or oh, my brain, Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. And so there are games that are much closer to that 2D Souls-like category versus games like Hollow Knight is normally heralded as like the 2D Souls-like, and I get what they're saying in terms of like the risk of losing your progress, if like enemies drop a resource that you spend to level up. But I will say Metroidvania, Hollow Knight feels much closer to the Metroidvania side of the genre than it does the Souls-like genre to me. But we'll see what Grime has in store for us and where it lands on that scale. So, as I said, this game is already out. We got 2 trailers, the announcement and the launch trailer. So, let's get started. Reminds you of Berserk? Well, let's see what it actually looks like. Grime. Interesting art styles. Crazy things going on. Why do we have a black hole for a head? Because it's a weapon. Okay. Did we just eat that dude like Kirby? Oh, you think it wants to be our friend? It definitely looks like it might be trying to be closer to the Souls-like side of things. You're a lot more grounded, your actions are a lot slower. You're not quite jumping around as much. Very interesting art design in this. The art direction's powerful. Cool. Very cool. Let's go ahead and check out the launch trailer as well. The world is pretty interesting looking. It almost makes it a shame that it's a 2D, because it means that you can't really explore it in the same way you could if it was a 3D environment, but Yeah, he's definitely eating enemies in some way. Wasn't able to eat that one. He's able to use it as like a parry almost. So it doesn't seem like, it seems like you are the black hole ball and that your body is just a construct. I don't know how I feel about the walking hand. That's cool. Merry Christmas, Dark. Some cool shit in there. I hope the game is as cool as it looks. Because, yeah, that was some cool shit. I mentioned it during the trailers as well. That definitely looks like they're trying to definitely go towards the direction of Soulsians rather than just a Metroidvania feel that has a risk-reward style in it. Don't get me wrong, I love Hollow Knight, but it did not feel like a Soulsian, and that's coming from somebody who's played several of them. I need to play more, though, but I've played several of them, and it did not feel like a Soulsian the same way that other games have that are even 2D. And this one I think probably would feel much more like a Soulsian game. That's really cool. It's really cool. How much is it right now? Hang on. Let me grab my handy dandy notebook. It is so base price is $25. It is currently available at least until January 5th. It's available for $17.49. How long is it? That's always an important question to ask. Grime. Oh, not too shabby. It's about 12 to 16 hours, somewhere in that relative range. 16 hours is the average across all play styles. It's normally closer to accurate is this far number that they don't actually show on the front page. So that's not too shabby at all. Interesting. Another game to likely go onto the oversized back catalog of games that I will inevitably never get through, but definitely wish that I could. So yeah, that's Grime Colors of Rot. If you've played it, let me know what your thoughts are. I'd like to know, because, I mean, obviously, you know, they put up all these accolades of, like, 9.5 out of 10 and 4.5 out of 5 and stuff. But it always is a question on those little accolade screens, because they can grab those from, you know, basically anywhere. Just anywhere that they found that they had the numbers available from. Like, this one's at least IGN editor's pick, but, like, I don't know what MME is with this 5 out of 5, right? Or Game Skinny that gave it a 9 out of 10. I've never heard of Game Skinny, but they can definitely just make up those numbers. They don't make them up, but there's so many places, myself included, that puts out reviews on things, right? That it's easy to grab where you can find good ones. So whenever you see those accolade screens, it's not always necessarily truly indicative of what is the actual product, because everyone receives a product differently. Some people will like something a lot, some people don't like it, and if you just want to grab the good ones, I mean, obviously that's good for marketing, but it's not always good for interpreting whether something is going to be the right fit for you. I do like the looks of this a lot, though. It's probably going to go on my wish list, and I'll who knows, it'll might happen one day. So, but that said, if you've played it or if you haven't, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Veal. Merry Christmas, Vandashar. So, Vandashar, have you started yet? Tell me. I'm your new baby. We don't have a baby. You are the baby, Cerulean. Oh. Thank you so much. Had to work. It's installed, though. Very well. Very well. Acceptable, I guess. If the monster of the machine is making you work on Christmas. Of course, I know that where you work, like, it just doesn't end. There is no such thing as a day off in your field, so. My hair's getting so long, y'all. It's getting so long. Yours is almost a mid-back now. This isn't the longest mine has been, obviously, ever. I mean, I had mine down to my belt, but it's approaching the longest I've had it in at least a couple of years. There was a time towards the beginning of the pandemic that it got pretty shaggy, but I sound weird in my own headphones. See if I can't adjust that. I don't know why I sound weird. We do this. Put that up. That sounds better, okay. Now I feel like I'm a little loud in my own ears. What else is new besides me being loud? Pshaw. Me? Loud? Never.
I need the lolly.
Thanks, father and homie, mommy, homie, G-Dog. That was the transition. From baby speak to full-on just like, what's up, bro?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Retromation. Retromation.
Hey there.
Let's get everything set up for the next one. What an odd fucking statement. Okay. On to the next one, shall we? Put in your YouTube swans, your high swans, your pog swans, or any emote that fits your fancy, whether it's from my channel or another. And we'll get started on another one. So we should still be doing all right on time before the battle, right? 11 minutes? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Power Chord. Now, Power Chord is not available yet, and it doesn't even actually have a set release date. It is tentatively set for 2023, but I would also just put the release date as eventually, that's what I put it on my video notes anyway, is eventually this game will probably come out. They've had, as you can see on the screen right now, they did have a demo available for it back in October. There is a video that I have linked below from, oh God, what is their name? Hang on, let me double check. It was, oh, I closed it because I'm a genius and am good at this. It's from Retromation. That's got an hour's worth of gameplay. If you did, after watching this video, want to go see like a more long form content of what this game has to offer. So you can go find that gaming content if you are looking for it, but we're just going to try and find out what this game is right now. And that's because it looks like a rhythm game that is also a card battler, which... those two things don't normally mix in my brain, but we'll see what they actually mean. So, let's go. Getting big Slay the Spire vibes. Very big Slay the Spire vibes. Not bad. I love Slay the Spire to death. But this definitely just looks like Slay the Spire. I see an energy meter, cards that cost a certain amount of energy. You're probably getting a certain amount of energy. Yeah, you are right. Cam rip. Cam rip indeed. Is it dead everywhere? That's a great face, too. Are both cameras dead? No. Anyway. How do I fix it, though, is a new question. Look at that frozen face. Properties? Deactivate. Activate?
Hey, everybody, how are you? We're back, y'all. Let's try again.
Thank you for pointing out the cam rip. Do appreciate. We'll have to start this video over. Drop in your YouTube swans or any emote of your choice just to say hi to the new video. All right, let's try again, shall we? Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Power Chord. Now, Power Chord is not out yet. We don't have a set release date for it, and it should be sometime in 2023, but I'm putting the date as eventually. So this game it looks like it's got some sort of rhythm element in it, but it is also a card battler, and that's about all I know about it at this time. Now, that said, you can see on the screen that there was a demo available for it earlier this year. I do have linked in the description below 1 hour of gameplay for the demo for this from Retromation, so you can go look at that if that's something that you are interested in after we actually check out these trailers, if you want, if it pleases you. But otherwise, I know very, very little about this game, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay. So I said rhythm, but I think the rhythm is just that it's a band. Not necessarily that you are actually doing anything on a rhythm scale. Maybe there's abilities that have the rhythm effects, but otherwise this just looks, on an initial take, like an altered form of Slay the Spire. I see an energy meter. I see cards that cost energy. There are enemies that have do they even have like effects above their head? Yes, they even have effects above their head of like what they're going to do, relatively speaking. So I mean, that's not a bad thing, okay? Like Slay the Spire has already been ripped a few times by different teams. So, and I like Slay the Spire, right? Like one of the games that I played that I loved a lot was definitely inspired by Slay the Spire, which is Potionomics, and I enjoyed the ever-living hell out of that. And I think Slay the Spire is a really good foundation, and it's cool to see other people do stuff with it. But when it's like, oh, it's a rhythm game that's a card, no, I think I just misunderstood what they meant by that, because this is just Slay the Spire where you have more than one party member, which is different. And you are... Is he supposed to be the drummer on the far left? Welcome in, Gorthan. Thank you so much, friend. There's just a bunch of people playing from the demo and they're dying a bunch. Okay, we're gonna keep moving on. Introducing Roxy Cleaver. Is this a character? This is a member of your party?
Hi, my name is Jamie Boylan. I'm a producer here at Big Blue Bubble, and today I'm going to give you a run-through of our upcoming game, Power Chord, as well as an exclusive first look at a new playable character, Roxy Cleaver, a champion of the arena who literally puts the rock in rock and roll.
Okay.
Power Chord is a roguelike deck-building battle of the bands composed of knights, samurais,
Nay,
demon, and
Gorthan.
hellspawn. In Power Chord, it's up to you to assemble a band of the most powerful musicians the world has ever seen to fight back.
So more
against
like
the
Darkest
new
Dungeon?
Knights of the Hellmouth, who are searching for the only
Maybe
guitar
like it kind of feels like maybe a smush together of Darkest Dungeon and Slay the Spire. Because if we look here, we see that there's, at least at this point in the stage, there's 8 playable characters, right? And you could compare that to maybe like 8 classes in Darkest Dungeon. And we see that there are characters dying, and I don't know what happens when characters die. But we also saw in that other trailer the map like you travel in Slay the Spire, where you get to choose like, oh, we're gonna go to a shop, we're gonna go fight a battle. We don't know what's here, so.
And overall play styles. Mixing and matching your band will allow you to create devastating combos that will help you to shred your demonic opponents.
And it looks like different characters do different abilities based on what color they are.
And Last Knight of the Thunderfist. This stubborn knight acts as a defensive force, protecting both himself and
Because the
band
cards
from
have
harm's way,
colors, and those
like he
colors
does here with
correspond with the
Shinobi
members of your band.
However, when used together with Boar's Power Fracture card, this defensive buff can be altered to become a weapon of demonic destruction. By using Boar's Power Fracture card on Shinobi 13 and unleashing Shinobi's Chain Lightning attack, we can take an attack that would do a modest 4 damage and enhance it to become a devastating 16. After each battle, you'll have the chance to choose your route through a series of branching paths filled with battles, merchants, random.
There was like a little
encounters,
healing one
and
to
valuable
heal up.
rest locations to heal and revive your fallen musicians.
Chance to revive the musicians that you've lost. Okay.
Brawl from dive bar to dive bar, unlocking new strategies to take down demons.
Cards that you add to your, yeah, very, very much like Slay the Spire. I'd say much closer to Slay the Spire than it is like Darkest Dungeon.
And the healing powers it can have.
We got a Darkest Dungeon. Is Darkest Dungeon 2 anywhere near
We're excited
done?
to share more about Power Chord over the coming months, but in the meantime, head over to our Steam page to try out the demo for yourself. If you like what you see, please remember to add it to your wish list and share it with a friend.
Is the demo still available? No. Okay. I say the first page said demo is available in late October, and I don't know when this video came out. This video was in December. It looks like the demo might not be available anymore, but that's fine. It was just a curiosity. All right, so here's a gameplay trailer from 6 months ago in June at the Future Game Show.
You're up. You're going on tour, and tonight there ain't gonna be an after party. This is hell on earth, and it ain't gonna be easy. But you've got a show to play. This isn't gonna work if you're dead. I'm sending you back. You're gonna take another run at them. But this time, you gotta play together.
Hello, Minimal.
We're gonna rewind as many times as it takes.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like instead of the different characters that you play as in Slay the Spire that all have their own decks, You're just kind of building your own team out of the playable characters that are available. I don't know if they'll all be available at launch. I don't know if they'll even provide that information at any point in time. The demo's not available anymore. Stop advertising the demo to me. Asher Odd announcement. Okay, we'll see what this is.
It's Jen from the Power Chord team here at Big Blue Bubble. Power Chord is our upcoming rock and roguelike deck builder coming to Steam later this year. In Power Chord, you'll assemble Earth's mightiest musicians, battle your way through legions of demons, and discover a ton of new cards to enhance your instruments of destruction.
The camera is very
Speaking
close.
of musicians, we're going to give you a first-hand look at our brand new band member, Asher Odd.
I'm ready.
This mystical vocalist uses tarot cards to support the band and help change the hand that fate has dealt you. Let's check out some of the cards and strategies you can deploy with Asher Odd. One of the strengths of Asher is their ability to allow us to play a single card multiple times on a turn. In this example, using Asher's Center Mind card to draw from a specific ally, we're able to replay Grimnir's Rhythmic Blows cards and do a whopping 36 damage on a single turn.
Interesting, okay.
Sometimes you're just dealt a bad hand. With Asher, you have the ability to drastically change the hand that fate has dealt you. One way
Sounds
is
like
through
this
the use
dude's going
of
to be
Asher's
very
Endless
powerful.
Possibilities cards, which allow you to draw up to 3 cards from your draw pile. In this example, we're able to draw Crushing Roar, which wipes out 1 demon, and a Corrode, which allows us to increase the damage of Shinobi's dice roll.
In almost all of these games, deck manipulation is huge. Like anything that affects how many resources you have.
These are just a few of the ways to unleash the mystical vocalist supportive powers. So jump into the new Steam demo featuring Asher and discover more ways to harness.
Still
his
advertising the
tarot
Steam demo that don't exist. That's fine. Anyway, so that's Power Chord. Like I said, it's definitely just heavily inspired by Slay the Spire. They've given Slay the Spire a new coat of paint in form of that you are not, I don't know if you're necessarily resurrected, like war banding musicians, but you're trying to do something for some mystical power that says that you're not allowed to quit until you succeed. Instead of choosing an actual character that dictates your deck, you're going to be making your deck out of several different characters that form your war band. I hope they call it a war band, by the way, because that's such a good name because of this, right? You're a band that is like battling through enemies after enemies. Call it a war band. You can have that one for free, okay? Just don't call it your party, okay? Just don't call it your party. But anyway, that aside, with how powerful the cards are, it makes me worried about the baddies. I mean, you know, we saw a couple of big ones in there. Saw a couple of really big ones. So then they had like 200 HP. And, you know, they got to have something to end your run to make you start over again. So otherwise, you know, you just crush your way all the way through it. And then you're like, oh, well, that was fun. We're getting the band back together. We're on a mission from God. Okay, so that's Power Chord, everybody. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you've played the demo, let me know how it felt to you. If you've played Slay the Spire, how do you feel about this one? If you've not played any of these card battler games at all, where are you sitting on this one? Please leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Schwan quotes a movie. Wow. Hey, yeah, I saw that movie. Athena, when did we watch that movie? Was it this year? Minimal! Maddie! Huge fan, love your work. How are you? And yeah, Gorthan, I do not recommend Scarlet Nexus at all. I think it's actually on our upcoming fucking yeah. We're recording today the worst games I played in 2022. It is number 2. Like, it is number 2. Do not recommend. Like, it's a game that I think would actually be all right if you watched like a like a story playthrough, like if somebody did like Scarlet Nexus the movie or something on YouTube, because the characters are kind of cool and the world design is kind of cool, but it's just like not a great game, you know? Like it's adjacent to greatness, but it never achieves it. And that is unfortunate. Oh, we need to run the battle. Warriors, Centurions, Paladon. We'll go with the defense. Where did Gungrave or whatever rank? Gungrave is not on any of the lists, Vandashar, because we did not play it before my cutoff date. I put my cutoff date as the same cutoff date that the Game Awards did, which was November 18th of 2022, and Gungrave didn't come out until the 22nd, so it will go on to next year's stuff. Your hair is so long. It is. It is. I was actually just talking about this. I was like, it's so long. It's so long. Can't remember if it was good games or bad games. Bad games. It does make wearing hats more interesting because, my hair is super thick and there's a lot of it. So some of my hats that fit just right no longer fit just right. They fit a little snug. But I have these just in case. These are little snap extenders to make the hats just have a little bit of extra space in the head. Hey, go back to this. All right, we got 1 Saint and 2 healers, either which could be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills go into Mia Fmigbug. Most assists to Ready Player 2. This is big brain time. Or in the words of Gorthron, nuh-uh, no smooth brain here, big wrinkle. I got big wrinkle. Only one, but it's a big one. Athena and Tamakun with the rewards. No smooth, only wrinkle. Yeah, there's a Mimikyu back there. See him? He wants to be your friend. Mimikyu loves you. He loves Mimikyu. Oh my god! Stop it, that's disgusting. Make sure I don't have anything after that mission. There is something. Set battle plans in 5 battles. Okay. Rem, help us. All right, place units, everybody. What game's up next? Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn is its name. Oh, hang on. There we go. Better. Much better. All right, everybody. Let's go back over here. Put in your YouTube swans, your high swans, or whichever swan fits your fancy. Or just any emote. It doesn't need to be from my channel. It can be from anyone's channel, just to say hi to the new YouTube video. All right. All right. That's a good combo. I like that one. Minimal. All right, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn. Now, we've already checked out Flintlock a couple of times, and we're checking out it again because this is another one of those games that I have been following, and I'm excited about it. And I don't feel like enough people are talking about it, and that pains me. I understand there's a lot of really big games coming out, and personally, I have largely this year discovered the power and beauty of games that are just a little above indie, but they haven't went into massive productions yet, like where they're not trying to be AAA, and we've seen where that can actually lead to failings in some way. Like, I really loved A Plague Tale: Innocence, and A Plague Tale: Requiem just tried to go into AAA, and I feel like it did that game a disservice. But there are still games in that space that catch your attention, and if you pay attention to them, they can be incredible experiences, but because they are more in that AA space, it can be much harder for them to get noticed because they don't got these big, massive marketing budgets or these big publishers behind them. And that's where I'm feeling that Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn is sitting at. It's going to come out sometime in early 2023, at least that was the last reported date. And this game looks like it's going to be in the Soulsian realm, but it's got a very interesting art style, a very interesting gameplay direction, and we have the gameplay reveal trailer as well as a 5-minute gameplay showcase to check out today. So, let's get started.
When the gods first emerged from the great below, we saw them as saviors. Instead, they unleashed a pestilence on our world. No one yet knows if you can kill a god. I, for one, intend to find out.
Really good animation work. Oh, that's sick. Let me hack up some fucking zombies, skeletons, and gods as this absolute fucking queen. Okay. Multiple types of dodges, including air dodges, different guns that combo into one another. Oh, sick. Mean chocobos. Yet again, early 2023. It is also, hang on. Can I have a little friend like that? I mean, you will in the game. So this Xbox logo is important. So if you are an Xbox Game Pass subscriber or, you know, Stan, it is going to be available day one on Game Pass and has been in that state for quite a while, which is great because I fucking love Game Pass. Love getting the value out of my subscription. And this is probably one of those games that might not be as far along as it was if it wasn't for Microsoft's injection of funds. So let's keep going. Here's the actual, this is over 5 minutes of a gameplay showcase. Little fennec fox raven that can transport you through the air and stuff. Please.
I want what do you want? Know that.
To play this game. That's what I want.
To take revenge for what was done to me. To us.
It's like a fennec fox mixed with like a curl because it's got like a lightning element in it. But it makes like zebra noises. Ow! Rude! Oh, hey, we actually got some fucking UI here. So we got 4 healing uses. Oh! Oh! So it looks like your fox friend just kind of does shit. Oh, wait, no. They have a resource down in the bottom right. They probably operate on a recharge system. Shit! That was cool. Excuse you. You're not allowed to have a gun. I have a gun. Alright, so we're not just fighting zombies. This is just like a regular dude with... That dude's fucking dead. That dude is dead. Oh my god. She just point blanked a freaking flintlock pistol right into his dome. Oh my god. Did she just golf him in the nuts? Yes. Oh, sick. Oh! Jesus Christ. Knights of the Keep defeated. Yeah, I'd say so. Ugh. Little stuttery there. It's alright. This trailer's from 6 months ago, and the game isn't coming out for at least a couple more months. I imagine it might be more along the lines of like May, maybe, you know, if they don't have a release date for it yet. What kind of damage are we doing to this boss? Really good damage. The boss, that boss definitely was willing to die. I imagine there's regular fall damage if you don't use an ability to get down. What are the 3 skulls on him? 2 skulls. Ow. No skulls on that guy. Really cool movement options. Very cool movement options. Alright, he's dead. Quit it. I don't know what the skulls underneath the health bars mean, because one of the enemies had 3 skulls and then it went down to 2, and it didn't seem to have a very good amount of, like, reason as to why it did this. Looking forward to this one. Unless I get a review copy, we're absolutely playing this one on stream, Athena. The God of Knowledge. And the question is, can you kill it? Oh, wow, you're like mirror dimension shit. Oh, giant spiders. You're cool too. Whoever the, like, world designer is that really built this world's, like, art direction, fucking power to you. You have a great style. I don't know what you took the inspiration from or what, but it looks so good.
I am the answer to praise you dare not speak, for fear the gods may hear.
Do you talk? Was that you talking? We don't actually know. Okay, so that is what we currently have available to see of Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. This is one of the games that I was actually really hoping that we would see at the Game Awards. We did not. But hopefully we'll see more of it soon. They're still holding to that early 2023 release date. If it does get pushed, I wouldn't be surprised. It kind of just seems to be par for course when it comes to video game development nowadays, to set a release window, and then it'll inevitably get pushed farther and farther out, because I mean, even myself in content creation, I'm over ambitious in what I would like to achieve in the time that I have allotted to me. But there are games that it's just like, unquestionably, this is one of the ones that's happening. We recently did a couple of videos on Wanted Dead, and that's definitely one of those games that I'm like, yes, absolutely, 100%. playing that, and that's exactly where Flintlock the Siege of Dawn sits too, of like, this is absolutely something that I want to play, and it's not some massive release, right? But I definitely believe that as long as it runs okay, because there's a similar vibe to this one in a game I played recently called Steel Rising, and that game, its performance, it ran terribly to the point that I named it as one of the ugliest games of 2022. But otherwise, when I could get it to run at a modicum of decent rate in terms of frame rate and not dropping frames and not stuttering all over the place, I loved the hell out of it. And it was definitely in this same realm of like a polished AA experience. And as long as this game runs well, unless it has some other glaring like issue that exists somewhere within it at release, I'm probably going to love the hell out of it, and I expect it to be fantastic. And I apologize to you for putting that expectation on you, because it makes it more difficult to meet that expectation, but alas, that's where we are, and I'm definitely very excited to see what we get to see next for Flintlock the Siege of Dawn. So that's Flintlock. Let me know what your thoughts are. You can put your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Alrighty then. You know what I realized I forgot? I forgot shirts. I forgot shirts to change into for the other videos. I just saw 2 more Persona games coming to Game Pass I won't be able to play. You don't know that. Those ones might work. Maybe. I mean, you can always just find out next month. Hang on just one second. I'll be right back. Okay. That Goose is gonna steal all the ornaments. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Now we can continue. All right. So this next section is going to be different from the reactions we just did. We do still have 3 more reactions to do, but we are going to do them after we record the raw footage for the worst games that I played in 2022. That's what we're going to be working on next. We'll have a different screen for it. It's going to be this one. We have the greens here because I'm going to chroma that out and put gameplay footage for each of the games that we talk about. And I'm going to be putting game logos and stuff in this one. So while I will still see your messages and we could still have an exchange and stuff, just understand that this is all just filler space right now because it's going to be used for other stuff later. So you don't have to say hi to the YouTube video or anything like that. And this one is going to be recorded in multiple pieces. Maybe close the curtain? Is that better? There we go. All right. Sheepy. Hi, YouTubers. Hi. All right. So we're going to go into this next one. I'll be pausing multiple times, changing hats and stuff. So, Sheepy, I hope that you are well. I hope you had a good holiday season. Hope that you are safe and warm. I had to adjust my little standing pad. All right. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we're going to be talking about the worst games of 2022. Now, there's a couple asterisks on there, okay? This is video number 4 in our ongoing series of gaming in 2022. The good, the bad, the ugly, the memorable, and the forgettable. We've already posted ugly, memorable, and forgettable. If you're curious about what was on those lists, they are on the channel. Now, when I say the worst games in 2022, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're all just bad, because I did have fun with some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. And the other thing that I need to say is that these are the worst games that I played in 2022. Not all of these games released this year, but I played them this year. We went through over 60 games this year. Good job, me. I'm going to give myself a pat for that one. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello. Welcome in, Rayback. Hope you were staying warm. It's warmer now than it was, because good Lord, was it cold. It's like 14 degrees today, but it was floating around like negative 14 like a week ago, and that was some shit. I did not like that. It's 19 degrees. That's more approachable. Okay, so I'm going to combine number 10 and number 9. I normally wouldn't do this, but they're very similar games that are on this list for the same reason. So this is going to be going to Horror Squad and Horror Night, formerly known as Horror Night Escape the Aowoki, which is, yes, a play on Michael Jackson, okay? And the reason that these games are on here is because neither of them work. Or at least neither of them worked when I played them. Now, I understand that you're rolling a dice when you grab an early access game, right? It's still in development, it's not finished yet, and all that kind of stuff. But there's still an expectation that a game will be playable. That you might run into some bugs and some issues or a crash or something like that. But there is an expectation that if you are paying money for a product, even if it is an early access, that it will be playable. Neither of these games are playable. They do not work. I don't know if that's still the case. I played them months ago, but they are definitely two of the worst games that I played in 2022 because they simply did not work. We're supposed to get some light snow tonight, but just a dusting. Supposed to be 28 tomorrow. I'll take 28. I can do 28. 28's fine. I mean, I'd like warmer. I would like at least 40 to melt some of these like 6 feet of snow that we got. But I can deal with 28. $28 is manageable, you know. It was 6 here yesterday. That's cold for you. That is cold for you. Bigfoot is number 8. Now, I still enjoyed this game, okay? I can't say that I didn't enjoy Bigfoot. Part of that is because I was playing it with a group of very beloved friends. And, if you have the right group, you can make almost anything fun because you're having fun with your friends, even if you're playing something bad. And I think part of that is true for Bigfoot. When we played it the first time, it was just bad. And then they did a few major updates, and we went back and tried it again. And this did things like overhaul the UI and a couple of like minor mechanics here and there. And it definitely was better, but it was still bad. It had lots of potential, and it really kind of felt in a lot of ways like a good proof of concept, because a lot of things within it felt gimmicky, but it definitely wasn't where I think it should have been. And I don't feel the need to go back and give it another chance, because I don't believe that it'll ever achieve a level of polish that I won't feel the way about it that I do talking about it in this video. So Bigfoot's going to be number 8. Oh, man. Hey, guys, you want to get some viewers? Oh, wait. No, not timeout. I didn't want to time them out. I wanted to ban them. Yeah, there we go. Gotcha. Stabbers. Yeah, she's a little sheepy stab. Stab him, just sheepy. Make it where they can never do it again. Step away for 2 seconds. And the bot was like, hey, what's going on? You want some followers? You can get viewers, subscribers. I want chatters. Viewers are nice. Followers are like I feel like your follower count is kind of meaningless, right? Like if your follower count is low but your viewer count is high, like it sounds way better than having a huge follower count but no one's watching. Oh, good idea, Athena. Very good idea. It was 70 today. Oh, Raybeck, that sounds delightful. Man, I would love that. 70 sounds great. Hey, are you interested in followers, viewers, and subscribers? I am too. Please help me. Help me. What do I gotta do? I already got a cute little Mimikyu back here. Does that make you happy? I got a little baby swan on top of a Christmas tree. What more do you want? Number 7 is SCP Containment Breach Multiplayer. I never tried the single player. I've only played it with the same group of friends that I played Bigfoot with. And this game is janky, okay? That said, it's SCP. And while up until I played this game, I barely knew anything about SCP. This game does do a lot of good things. It does things well, which is like, it's got some very interesting puzzles in terms of how they're solved, some really weird mechanics involving how some of the SCPs function. Some of the environments are very well made, and it has an actual decent progression system of like, you need to do these puzzles to get these key cards to be able to get in these rooms to do these puzzles, which will then open previous things in the complex so that you can progress further. But the game, it doesn't work very well. It's really easy to get soft locked in this game. If you die in the wrong spot, you can respawn infinitely, right? But if you die in the wrong spot and all your shit falls on the ground, it can make it where unless somebody can figure out how to get back to where you died, which you might not be able to get back there without the stuff that you died with, that you can just make it where it's impossible to win. And some of the SCPs, I understand that they are designed around the SCPs that they are, but for the purposes of gameplay, some of them are just annoying. Like, just outright annoying to where you're like, you're frustrating to deal with to the point where it's like, no, like, I need to get away from you. It's just like, you're just not fun. And now you're spawn camping because of the way your mechanics work. It also has some stability issues. I definitely think that this one is worth a try, and I don't believe it'll actually ever get better than what it is. I'm pretty sure that most of the development on this game is largely done, but I would love to see a game just like this one that is a little bit better put together. Like just a little bit, just got a little bit more duct tape and wires holding it together rather than just operating on gum and faith. Because I think if you could do that, this would be incredible. If this game didn't have the issues that I just described, this game would be really, really good. And even if I beat it, I'd probably want to play it again. But in the current state that it is definitely one of the worst games that I played this year. Get away, old man. You're the worst, right? Sitting at your spawn, being a jerk. The old man is definitely one of the largest problems, especially because if the old man grabs you, he drops you into that other dimension and stuff, and then the game is not good at helping you get out of that dimension, and then even if you do, you might be literally screwed. And then sometimes you go to that dimension with like the big open air desert, and it just takes way too long to do anything in there because you're constantly getting hurt. Like, it just needs some fixes, man. It needs some fixes. Literally screwed, I played the wrong version. Oh, man. The wrong version. All right. Whew. Keep trying to touch me with his doo-doo feces fingies. That's disgusting. Oh my god. Brigandine Tales of Runercia. Now, if you haven't heard of this game, that's fine. That's okay. You're not missing anything. Now, that said, I got this game. I got a physical copy of it because it was on sale from Limited Run Games, which does physical versions of digital-only games. This does have a physical version that wasn't released by Limited Run, but it was released in Japan only. And the core of this game is that it's a tactical strategy RPG. Think of something like Fire Emblem, but worse. And this game is like stock standard when it comes to its game design. There is nothing stand out about this game whatsoever. It doesn't have a like great or unique art style. It's got easily one of the most generic stories I have ever seen. The writing, I don't know if I've read writing worse than this in a video game, and I've played some really terrible games. In fact, earlier this year, we played freaking Gungrave. That game had terrible writing, and by comparison, Gungrave looks like a masterpiece. But this literally is worse than some, like, fan fiction written by a 14-year-old, okay? Nothing about this game stands out besides how underwhelming it is. It's a game. It exists. I saw the credits. That's as much as I can say. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like it runs bad or crashes or anything else, but there's nothing good about it either. Not the bad touch. No. Yeah, the old man was definitely the largest problem. And the soft lock. Like, I probably could have been all right trying to deal with the old man if if it wasn't so easy to get soft locked in the game. Of like, I have my Gorthan has the level 4 key card, and he got to this point, and I can't get to him because the dog and the witch doctor, the plague doctor are there, and then he dies, and there's no way to get to him without using a level 4 key card, or, oh, we got to a unique area by being sent into the demon realm by the old man and going through one of the 19 doors in a circle around you, and then you find yourself in one of those other zones, and then you find shit that you needed, and you're like, I don't know how to get back or how to get to that point in the first place, and there's technically a way to get there from the beginning of the game that doesn't involve the demon realm. It's just a little clunky. It's just Athena with 6 placements. Very good, jolly good work. Like, it has some minor issues that are absolutely fixable, and if they were fixed, I think it would be a really good experience, but it's just not at this point. Oh, music. I was like, why is it so quiet? You were doing your warm-up? Good work. Oh, yeah. Cut up those jellies, Rem. Jolly good work, everybody. 200 gold. It can be used for 420 channel points. Most kills going to myself. Most assists going to Athena. Athena, what do you do with Shoshipi's avatar, though? That is not your profile picture. Imposter. You know, I think the thing that makes this even more surprising, though, like, you have Shoshipi's icon, right? But it's not like, not to call you out, Shoshipi, but Shoshipi achieved nothing in this battle. 0 kills, 0 assists, which is not a big deal. Depending on the unit's place, you know, you just sometimes don't get to the enemies in time, or like, it looks like a Shoshipi plays an archer, so they softened him up, and then, you know, somebody up front actually finished him off. But it's very strange. Like, normally when I see this, it's like second place of the number is the icon, and first place is the name. It's weird. I did nothing just like in real life, Shoshipi. How dare you? You be nice to yourself. You be nice to my friend. I'll fight you. Athena with the gold. Rigged. Oh my God. Rigged as hell, y'all. All right, we got one more fight, and then after that, it's the Super Boss. Super Boss. Where we at? I need to place War Beast. We'll place a War Beast on the Super Boss. I don't really want to place Flag Bearers. So what do I have that's almost level 30? We got Raftalia, who's almost level 30. We need a whopping 36 more Paladin Scrolls. 36 more Paladin Scrolls, and we'll be able to... Haha! 33 more Paladin Scrolls. Get on my level. Alright, place units, everybody. Back to this screen. Alright, where were we? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here's a good example of playing a game not when it came out and the difference that can feel for you. Number 5 is Devil May Cry 1 HD. I have the HD collection on Steam, and we played this game this year for the first time. I never played a Devil May Cry game. I missed them because I didn't own a PlayStation 2, and when I got a PlayStation 3, I just didn't care about the franchise anymore. I just played Bayonetta instead. And this game... This game is bad, y'all. I understand that this is one of those like favorite classic games, and it maybe I imagine that this game was great in 2001 when it came out, right? Like compared to the rest of the field that was available at the time, Devil May Cry 1 was probably amazing. But playing it for the first time in 2022 with the experience of modern game design and even things like Bayonetta, or even games that function a lot like Devil May Cry, Solstice, hello, released this year. It's a great game. I advise you to go play it. But this game is bad. This game is just bad. And it's not even any specific one thing, okay? It's cheesy. Like the writing is cheesy. It's got kind of like that Metal Gear Solid type of cheese to it where you're like, I guess that was funny, or it's just kind of cringe, you know? But it's not even the issue. I will say the camera is one of the worst things ever. Literally one of the worst cameras in video games that I have ever experienced. And there's a lot of bad cameras out there. The camera in Devil May Cry is absolutely one of the worst things I've ever experienced. But beyond that, the gameplay is fine. It's not like great. It's fine. It has some exciting moments. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it was really good back in the day. But today, it's just bad. Sometimes we love bad. Yeah, sometimes we do love bad. That's not the right kind of bad. That is not the right kind of bad. Did you know that Devil May Cry 1? Yes, I did. I did know that, Gorthan. Devil May Cry 1 was originally supposed to be Resident Evil, and they had a bug with the guns that juggled the enemies in the air, and they enjoyed the enemies being shot in the air so much that they turned it into its own game franchise. Have you played Ninja Gaiden? Yes, but that's also a very broad question, Dark, because are you talking about like the... like 6th, 7th generation of Ninja Gaiden games, because there's also the old ones, and those are very different. But yes, I did play the ones that were like the Xbox 360 era Ninja Gaidens, like that relative time frame. But the music, though, music's good. Music's good. We just added 3 songs, I want to say, to the streaming playlist from Devil May Cry 1. And that was hard. I definitely trimmed it down to those 3 songs. I could have added like 7. Yes, I played those, Dark. Devil May Cry 5 is a masterpiece, though. I'll die on that hill. I've not heard anything to refute that claim, Gorthan. I have never heard anyone speak bad of Devil May Cry 5. We'll play it one day. Eventually. Maybe. I own it. Of course I own it. All right. Number 4 is Halo Infinite. Now, this one comes with like an asterisk on it of that it's probably gotten better today, but I never owned an Xbox growing up. ever. I was mostly a Nintendo kid. I got a PlayStation 3, and then after the PlayStation 3, I went into PC gaming, and then of course freaking bought Nintendo consoles to play their exclusives because I needed like my Legend of Zelda and Pokemon fix, right? But I mostly missed out on Halo. My only experiences with Halo were like playing like co-op campaign or like play a local arena PvP and stuff like at friends' houses that did own Xboxes. So Halo Infinite largely was the first like major Halo game that I played at release, which is probably a really bad thing because I started it when the multiplayer launched and the campaign wasn't out yet. I've still not played the campaign in Halo Infinite. But this game did so many things wrong. So many things wrong. It feels good to play, right? Plays well. Gunplay's good. Movement's good. Abilities and stuff are good. But at launch, when I played it, and I realized it launched late 2021, but I did continue playing it into 2022, which is why it's on this list. Also, the cutoff date's November 18th of last year to November 19th of last year to November 18th of this year, and I definitely played it within that time frame. It felt good to play, but that's all I could really say. It lacked content. There wasn't enough maps. There wasn't enough modes. There was so many options that I know existed in other Halo games that were not in this one. It lacked support from the developers. It lacked communication from the developers. It had continued issues all over the place. And it had so many missed opportunities. And that's not even to talk about the monetization of this game, which was horrendously bad, right? Because I know the way that you would unlock things and the customization options that you had in previous Halo games, and instead they're like, hey, what if we charged you an abhorrent amount for these not very good cosmetics that you can't even actually customize yourself in the way that you'd want? You can choose this color palette and it can be applied to this armor set, but you can't take those shoulder-mounted missiles and that helmet and that chest and those emblems, and you can't make your own customizable set, and you can't customize the colors. Instead, we're going to really heavily limit everything that you can do, so that if you want to try and hit anything of your own level of self-customization, you're going to need to unlock all of these things and buy these things and grind through the battle pass, which was atrocious, terrible, and had so little value in it. And then that was just all they gave us for like a year. And then finally, a year later, they were like, hey, I guess we could release some of the stuff that you guys want. And I know that like with the Forge update and the multiplayer update and stuff, that the game has gotten a lot better. I've seen people talk about it, but it's just so late. I don't have a desire to play this game anymore. I had fun, but I also have such a bad taste left in my mouth after everything that happened. And I just feel like this game tripped over its own feet. It had such an opportunity, this massive free-to-play Halo game that was available on multiple platforms, right? And you're like, yeah, here we go. And now it's just going to be an extremely memorable disappointment for me going forward. Damn, I was about to obligate you by sending it on Steam. Can't guilt me into playing a game by buying it for me if I already own it. That's the whole logic train. Although I did have somebody gift me Inscription for Christmas, and I was like, damn it. I too want to play Inscription. There's no time. This is quite the get up. I'm very busy looking. Catherine Full Body comes in at number 3. Now, I'm not going to say that this game is necessarily bad. It might have just really missed the mark with me, okay? If you like it, I can understand why you might like it. I didn't like it. This game is odd. Now, I'm not new to visual novels, okay? I played both of the AI, the Somnium Files games. I played Doki Doki Literature Club. I've pinned through parts of Steins Gate, didn't finish it. Danganronpa, didn't finish it. I like visual novels, but there's just something that feels wrong about this one, and it's not even necessarily like the tones that are in it, because there's a lot of sex type tones in this game. It's not a hentai game if you've not seen it or anything like that. It can feel like you might be getting to that point a couple of times, but then it just like fades to black and the scene changes and stuff. A lot of sex happens while the screen is black. You don't hear anything. Your main character, you wake up and you're like, holy shit, I slept with this woman. But that even that isn't the reason that it feels odd. And the reason that it feels odd is because in the visual novel games that I played, I felt like I was part of the visual novel. I didn't feel like I was watching an anime that occasionally I would hit a button to like change a dialogue option. I felt like, you know, you're playing a named character in these other games, and it feels like you have a level of control over that character. I didn't feel that way in Catherine Full Body. I felt like I was just being forced to watch Vincent be an idiot. And admittedly, I do not like watching somebody make mistakes. And it's not like, oh, I knocked over, you know, the glasses at work or something. Like, those truly embarrassing moments of like, you're a moron, or you got caught in a bad situation, or something doesn't look the way that it's supposed to, stuff like that. I don't like those. They make me uncomfortable. Like, me personally, not because like I'm in that situation, just like they make my skin crawl in a weird way. And this game lacks any form of genuine choice in terms of offering you options of the way that this story progresses. Yes, it lets you choose one of 3-ish with some asterisks on it, different endings, and I did get to an ending, and it's the one that I largely wanted to see, but it's just awkward, and it's really embarrassing at so many different points in its progression. And that's just the visual novel side of it. It actually has a gameplay side, which is this really awkward, like, block puzzle climbing game. And I did not like it, okay? Like, the actual gameplay part of the puzzles and the stuff, I played it for, I don't know, a few hours, and then I just turned on the autocomplete option every time because I was just not enjoying those block puzzles that they use as the core types of gameplay. I actually just felt bad for finishing the game. Like, I got done and I felt bad about it, which is not something. It's one thing to finish a game and be like, thank God that's over. That game was terrible. I finished this game and I felt bad for finishing it. I'm going to just stick to Persona. I mean, this whole art style and the team behind it and everything, it's Persona. And I know that there's even crossovers with the Catherine and the Persona cast with like outfits and like some like collaboration stuff. I'm just going to stick to the Persona side of things, and I'm just going to try and leave Catherine Full Body as far away from me as I can possibly manage to achieve. Yes. Yes. Are you ready? Won't you shake a poor sinner's hand? There you go, Vanishar. You got two movie references in one stream. Oh, shit. This is such a good-looking Kingdom Hearts hat, and I'm not even that much of a Kingdom Hearts nerd. Damn. Number 2 is Scarlet Nexus. You know, when I'm thinking about Scarlet Nexus now for the purpose of this video, my brain just asked the question, like, why wasn't this game better? It feels like it just should have been better, and I don't know if they didn't have enough development time or enough money, or maybe there's development issues, maybe there were some people that were quarreling in terms of pulling the game in different directions. It's got a decent concept. It's got a really decent concept. It's like a really dark My Hero Academia with some really interesting world ideas. It's got good characters, and it's not even got a bad story either. It's just so weird. And I don't mean weird like, oh, it's super anime, man. You know, anime weeb stuff is all super weird. No, just like something feels weird about it. Like the way the story is told is strange. It's got these really major pacing issues, and not just even in the story. The combat looks nice, but it does not flow well. It wants to be a action RPG, but it doesn't achieve that because of the way that you lack the ability to like animation cancel and the way that some abilities interact with one another. It's like a fake turn-based battler. Like it wants you to think that it is an action RPG, but the fact that you can't cancel out of an attack animation to go into a dodge to avoid an attack means that you just kind of have to like wait and like block now and then attack. You're playing a turn-based game that is pretending to be an action RPG, and it doesn't make either of those modes feel well, because if you try to play it as turn-based-y stuff, then you just feel slowed down and locked down, but then if you try and play it like an action RPG, then you just get punished all over the place. But so much of it looks good and feels good when it works and sounds good. That said, the side content in this game, absolutely awful. The side missions, basically absent. They're really weird, and sometimes you just happen to complete them. I don't know what the issue here was. Something's wrong, and I'll say that, like, really, by the time we got about like 75% way through the game, I was just really ready for this game to be done, because it had so many good ideas and executed basically all of them extremely poorly. I got sniffles. All right. My worst game of 2022, which did release this year, is Valkyrie Elysium. Now, Valkyrie Elysium is almost a surprise release. They kind of were like, hey, we're releasing Valkyrie Elysium. And everyone's like, what the fuck is that? Oh, we're also going to re-release Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, and it's going to be available on consoles. And everyone's like, oh, cool. Square Enix, you care about the Valkyrie series? No, they don't. They absolutely do not. They basically shadow released Valkyrie Profile Lenneth after delaying it like 2 or 3 times, and Valkyrie Elysium has to be one of the greatest disappointments in video game history. This game is it is empty and devoid of substance, and there is almost nothing good to say about this game at all. It feels like it's a relative remake of Valkyrie Profile, like not a direct 1-to-1, but that like what it's trying to achieve, but it doesn't achieve that in any meaningful way. The combat can be good, but it's not always good. And that's a very big problem, because there's nothing else in this game. There's a whopping like 6 characters, most of which only have maybe a dozen lines that they speak through the game. And so you're like, well, I hope the combat can keep up the lack of story and world building. It doesn't. I will say, when the combat is good, it's really good, okay? I will give it that one little nugget of when the combat is firing all cylinders. So good. But unfortunately, it only fires on half its cylinders 10% of the time, and can only get all of those cylinders running maybe for 5 minutes out of every hour of gameplay, and this game is only 12 to 20 hours long, depending how much side content you do, if you really want to grind everything out. And that's if you're playing on hard, which we started on hard because easy, you just murk everything. And it makes me wonder what caused this game to exist in the way that it does. Because as we were playing it, we're like, man, this game feels unfinished. It feels like they had a really good combat system, and maybe it was like a prototype of a combat system for like Final Fantasy 16, or maybe even Forspoken, or one of those other action RPGs that Square Enix has coming out. And then they ended up not going with it, but the team was like, but we there's something here. This is good. And then Square Enix tossed them $20. It was like, sure, throw it in a game, because they didn't want to abandon this good combat system. But it feels unfinished, and not like a janky release like we saw with like Cyberpunk 2077 or Final Fantasy 15, where on release you're like, whoa, buddy, you needed more time. No, just like literally like they forgot to make 50% of the game. They polished everything else and then shipped it, and somebody went, hey, did you add in the NPC files to that build? And somebody went, there was NPC files? But yeah, because it's seriously, the best way I can describe Valkyrie Elysium is this game is lonely. And it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be lonely. But this game is absolutely lonely, and is the worst game that I played in 2022. So that concludes our worst games that we played in 2022. Next week, we'll be talking about the best games that I played in 2022. That won't necessarily be my awards. I'm planning on trying to do that the week after, to actually give some specific accreditation out to some particular titles that I definitely think mean it. But let me know what your thoughts are. What did you agree with? What did you not agree with? What games do you think should have been on this list? I obviously didn't play everything that came out in 2022, so I can only, present the games based off of the 60 games that I did manage to play. But what were some of your worst games that you played in 2022. I would love to hear from you. Put it down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, I talk a lot and I'd love to talk some more. You can talk to me on Discord and Twitter. We do stream on Twitch, so if you want to go find us there, that'd be awesome. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.
We did it!
Raw footage.
Dunzo. Dunzo.
All right. Alrighty then. How we doing on the battle? So cute. Who's cute? Next battle is in 9 minutes. We could probably do depersonalization in that time. I paused you, damn it. We can probably do depersonalization in that time. So let's get over here. Use cute? Oh, thanks. Get off the screen, you fucking shits. I fucking hate these things, man. These things, there's no way to get rid of them, and they suck. Let me see if I can't find the... $1920 by 1080, that works for me. This one looks better. There's a very, very convoluted way to turn those off, and it's only for a limited amount of time. Sucks. Sucks big chungus. That's right. This works. All right, everybody. Place into the chat your YouTube swans or your high swans or whatever emote fits your fancy. Need to change shirts. There we go. And thank you, Orthan.
Is that what is that? Is that a little... Is that supposed to be a raccoon, Shoshipi, that's doing the little bobble dance? It's so cute. I love it so much.
All right, here we go. Like the Cusco hat? Me too. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out depersonalization. Thankfully, this game's title has been updated to actually just be depersonalization. For the longest time on Steam, it was actually just the characters that I assume translate roughly to depersonalization. So it was really hard to search up because depersonalization wasn't actually in the title. It was just the rough translation, and now it's just called that on Steam. This game did release into early access on the 20th, I want to say, and it is a Lovecraftian pixel art style RPG. Now, I don't know much about it beyond that. I don't know the circumstances of how much is available in early access or what type of, like, how much you get for it, but it caught my attention, and that's why we're here. So we're going to go ahead and just immediately get started. We do have 2 trailers for it. We have the official, like, reveal trailer and then the launch trailer, or it launching into early access. So let's go. Oh, this looks fine. Oh, God. Cute. I'm scared. Yeah, me too, right? I love this art style, though. Even for pixel art, this is, I like it. I like pixel art in general, but pixel art can mean so many different things. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Oh. There's like dice rolls. Okay, we have like almost traditional turn-based combat. Is it always turn-based? Because it definitely looks like there's some active moments too. Whoa. Very small health pools. Like that boss had 60 HP. So pretty. That was a badass trailer. That was really well done. Considering it's a pixel art game that is looks like a turn-based RPG that is also in the realm of like almost maybe like a visual novel, that is hard to make a really gripping, attention-focused trailer that you just don't want to look away from, because that's slower design, right? Like the game is not going to be fast-paced. It might have some intense moments with kind of what, like with some of the enemies and stuff that we are seeing in terms of like environment effects, but I doubt it's going to be a fast-moving game. So for them to be able to really grip your mind and your attention and make you just want to watch it, whoever did your trailer work, very good job. All right, this is a launch trailer. I'm sad this is an early access. I'd rather it just be out. This is neat. So cool. Oh shit, the fuck was that? Oh, this is gonna be a mind fuck. This game is not gonna be nice to you. What do those options mean? Hello. Cute. Wasn't ready for the logo pop in, especially when it's that goddamn cute. Whew. Okay. So that is depersonalization. So it is available on Steam right now. It is in early access. Base price of $20 at the time of recording this. And until January 5th, it's available for 10% off for a price of $18. Okay, we're going to read a couple of the things here about the early access part. Why early access? Because depersonalization is equivalent to a one-time content experience in game. Players need enough content to play. As an independent development team, we are prepared to develop at least 20 hours of game time content, and that is not a small challenge. At present, the game has a solid foundation, and there is still a lot of content to fill. I hope players can give me some feedback to help me further improve the narrative experience of this game. How long is it going to be in early access? We plan to keep the game in early access for about a year. We prepare the entire year as the development time for the official version. So in our plan, our game will launch at the end of 2023. But of course, it's something we need to say. We're ambitious to try to keep updating this game, so we'll keep adding new content after launching. How is the full version planned to be different from the early access version? After launching, our focus will turn into editor's development, but we will still be reaching out to some of the best creators in the community to develop some custom modules. Okay. At our speed of development, a module always takes 2 months to create regardless of testing time. So we plan to add no more than 3 modules at most. So in a short conclusion, with the number of modules in the early access version, the final official version will have 7 modules plus a combat module. Okay. What is the current state of the early access version? At present, our gameplay system loop has been realized. You can experience the exploration function gameplay of running group type, and you can obtain clues and props in the exploration and conduct strategic and random card battles. Okay. You can experience a complete story for about an hour. Super short, okay? Will the game be priced differently? Because some systems functions may be added in the future, the approach may be to create DLC or directly increase the game body. I'm not sure whether the price will change, but I will never let the content not match the price. We will consider the launch of functions and changes in content, and the price of the full version may increase moderately. How are you planning involving the community in your development process? I will create a base camp for players to communicate and discuss in the forum of the Steam community, collect their suggestions, and make development content transparent. Players' feedback will be included in the development work demand pool, and the game will continue to be optimized. So there's a couple of things that are a little bit of a rough translation in there. The interesting thing in there is these modules thing. Is this meant to be like almost like episodic, where there's different pieces that you go through? Let's see if the actual description gives us any additional information. Depersonalization is a COC like RPG game, tabletop RPG, Dice, Cthulhu, Bad End, multi-branch, a different world starting from zero. The game consists of multiple modules, each of which has multiple endings and branch routes, striving to build a diverse themed world. Players can create a variety of characters and advance the story through free exploration, investigation, reasoning, selection, and other actions, and finally reach the end. There is no rigid growth system. All attributes are served with narrative. Characters' attributes will influence the direction of the story, which allows players to experience a more multifaceted plot. Maybe someone with low attributes is more likely to trigger incredible events. There will be a lot of choices in the story module. Different players can reach various plots and endings. These experiences eventually come together and form a complete story with ups and downs. But it is worth mentioning that you are playing a role, and the character's personality and experience will influence your choices. No matter investigation modules, infinite modules, plain text modules, or strange story modules, it will be supported in different modes. Completely break away from the traditional battle template. Flexible options in the battle will allow you to create different worlds of their own. There's a lot of things happening in here, and I'm not entirely sure that I'm fully grasping it, but here's what I am grasping, okay? I like what I see. I don't understand the full complexity of how the actual modules work, and even with those descriptions, it didn't give me a lot of understanding of what type of replayability or variables exist within the context of playing through this game, but I like it, okay? I like it a lot. I will probably pick it up. Maybe we'll try it on stream or something, especially because if a normal story playthrough only takes you an hour. I don't know how many variables exist within that circumstance, especially since it just launched into early access. But there's a lot there, and it seems really cool. Like the art style. I like the art direction. I really enjoy the general vibe and tone that they're going for. Looks super cool. That is depersonalization. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have already played it, I would really love to hear from you. Maybe you can give me some additional insight into what we're just trying to decipher and interpret in here. Put your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Welcome in, Bella. I hope you're well. Cusco, he's king of the world. Defense. All right, two more, everybody. A measly two more. Oh yeah, Gorthan, you like the Cusco hat. How do you feel about the Pac-Man hat? Happy Merry Belated Christmas. Actually, it's just Merry Christmas. It is still Christmas in Alaska for 51 more minutes. But Merry Christmas to you as well, Bella. I hope that everything's going well for you. Water good. Water so good. Yeah, water real good. I like water. It's 2:09 in the morning there. I am hoping to be asleep by 2:09. I get to start work on my renovation project tomorrow. 2 packs of 50 gold, either which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Steph and Joe. Most assists going to Zodi Melody. Gonna renovate my garage this week. I had a really good Christmas. Athena with the gold, Sheepy with the other gold. It was very nice. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and it's going to be a crazy more couple of weeks, but it's definitely just a really nice time here. Oh! Are we supposed to kill these? Green saw switch. Oh, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Blue saw switch. I don't see any more switches. Santa, what are you? You're a melee unit? Alright. I was gonna place... How much HP do you have? You don't have shit for HP, Santa. We're missing something here. I'm gonna go ahead and place chompers up here, I guess. All right, everybody, and this is going to be last. We have 2 more reactions to record, and then after that, we're gonna raid out, and then I gotta at least get one of them edited so they can go live tomorrow. Because we will have all the footage for this week's YouTube videos edited, but there's so much to do in so little time. I finally got an Apple Watch. Now I can track my workouts a little better. Very nice. I've tried to use things like a Fitbit. I'm so bad at using those. I am so terrible at using those devices. What up, Schwan? What's up, Roachy? How it be?
Hi.
Hi. All right. Second to last. Let's go. Apple Watch pretty much asks you if you're working out if you don't remember to turn it on. I'm bad about wearing them. Like, I used to wear a watch all the time. Don't now. Do not now. All right. Everybody drop in your YouTube swans, your high swans, your pog swans, your hellos, your super buff flaming men like Bella had earlier. Those are pretty fantastic. Whatever emote fits your fancy to say hi to the new YouTube video. You're going to be checking out Lightyear Frontier. I wear a watch always. I used to. I just don't anymore. Maybe it's because of phones. I always wore analog watches though, so. Oh yeah, look at those buff. Love it. Cerulean, that one is particularly excellent too. Oh my god. All right, anyway. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Lightyear Frontier. Now, Lightyear Frontier is not out yet. It says it's supposed to release sometime in 2023, but in today's gaming landscape, who knows what that actually means. It is on Steam, and it says it's early access, but as far as I can tell, you cannot actually get access to this game. But it's going to be another one of those games beset by the 4 horsemen of the gaming apocalypse, which is early access open world survival crafting game. Those games, there's so many of them, and lots of them have a lot of really good things about them, but they never seem to actually get finished. And this looks like it's going to be another one to slot on that block, although from the couple of screenshots I've seen, it looks like it might actually look pretty decent. So this is going to be Lightyear Frontier. We got a lot of footage to check out for this. We got the initial reveal, a fresh start trailer, a gameplay trailer, and another gameplay reveal trailer, although they're two different ones from two different locations. There might be some shared footage, but we'll find out. We'll go on a journey together. So, let's go. This is the end of the video because I grabbed the logo from it. Let's go. Kind of got some like Satisfactory vibes right off the bat. Satisfactory, another open access early world survival crafting game. Also very good. Okay. Craftopia with mechs. That showed nothing. All right, we're making good progress right out the gate, everybody. Wouldn't you know it? That's all right. That was just the reveal trailer. So this is a fresh start. See where this goes. Maybe. There it goes.
I remember when you first arrived.
Piper?
You made quite the entrance.
Oh, we're fine.
You wanted to make a new life for yourself.
New life for yourself. I grew up in the South. I know what that's like. I worked on a farm. I tended fences because the cows would try to scratch their back with them. That is way better than the freaking trucks that I would drive when I was a youngin'. They got special tractor beams. They don't got tractors, they got tractor beams.
And while you explored, you uncovered a mystery.
Okay.
I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. Together.
What's the mystery? Spring 2023. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, won't we? Is there anything at the back end of this? No. It is going to be available play it day one with Game Pass. I like seeing that. Day one with Game Pass is a lovely thing. It means I can try it without having to feel too bad about myself. All right, so here's the gameplay trailer from the Future Games show at Gamescom. No, those are the same thing.
Frontier.
Not the same thing. Future Games show was at
Excited
Gamescom.
to share our first ever look at the early gameplay of Lightyear Frontier. We hope you enjoy. In Lightyear Frontier,
Got some
you'll be
Slime
starting a new
Rancher
home on a
vibes.
distant planet as an exoformer. Your mech comes equipped with all the tools you need, so put them to good use. After you get on your feet, start your first crop by planting seeds and watering them. You'll be able to sell them at the merchant for more materials, or to use in crafting.
What merchant? Who's buying things out on this remote planet?
Balance your use of resources to create a sustainable home. Research and build the
pretty.
first structures of your homestead. Relax every once in a while and appreciate the fruits of your labor. Build a
No,
homestead,
only
grow
progress.
crops, and explore your new surroundings. You'll need to collect materials from the environment around you to start.
Wouldn't it be nice if metal was just available on the surface like that? Who knows? Maybe it was at some point. We already mined it all.
Along the way,
Carroot.
take time and enjoy the beauty of your new home in all its vivid and mysterious splendor. The planet is full of beautiful and expansive environments. Be sure to take in the scenery.
Yes, that is very pretty. Like the colors a lot.
When night falls, it's time to hit the hay and get rested for another day. Lightyear Frontier releases in spring 2023. Take care of nature, and it'll take care of you. That's all for now.
It doesn't say it's going to be a game preview. Like on Steam, it says early access, right? But they're just straight up saying the game is going to be out. But they actually have the full blurb about early access, including saying that it's going to be an early access for about a year and a half, which would have the 1.0 releasing at best late 2024.
Hi, I'm Sebastian, and I'm the community manager for Lightyear Frontier. We're excited to give you a tour of our game's features.
This is not the same. This is not the same footage, same guy.
In Lightyear Frontier, your mech is your best friend. Upgrade and swap mech modules, and customize your mech's look to your preference. Some buildings turn raw resources into refined materials for mech modules and advanced buildings. Sell your crops and collected materials at the merchant to buy other goods and modules.
Where do the goods go? Why are they buying them? How do they bring me new stuff? I have questions. It obviously looks like a ship.
Use mobility modules like treads and boosters to navigate the world.
Speed running this shit. Happens if your mech runs out of fuel.
Travel deeper into the wilds to collect hard-to-find resources, including plants with paint pigments.
Is there any risk about traveling deeper into the wilds? Like I said, travel deeper into the
As you
wilds to
expand
get
your
rare
homestead,
materials,
you'll
but
want to diversify your crops, as well as search for rare materials.
I don't see anything in terms of threats, you know? And that's not a bad thing. It just seems odd to present it such a way.
Rainstorms can help keep your crops watered, but harsher weather can cause trouble. Along the way, take time and enjoy the beauty of your new home in all its vivid and mysterious splendor.
I don't know how I feel about the mech being what we are. I know that you're the person piloting the mech, but I don't know, I feel like it takes away from it a little bit. That's just a personal preference,
Lightyear
though.
Frontier releases in spring 2023. We're excited to share more. Find us on our website and social media to follow the game as it's developed.
Sorry. Okay. So is there anything else of note on this? We know why it's in early access. The game is currently in the internal alpha stage. Whew. All right. I mean, I guess if you are looking at least a year and a half of early access. So we have no idea on price. It is available day one on Game Pass if you maintain a Game Pass subscription, but we don't have any idea of what it's going to cost in terms of on Steam at this point. So, you know, there is one problem every time I see one of these games, okay? I've played a pretty decent number of open world early access survival crafting games, okay? And I do feel like those four things are the kind of pillars of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, like I mentioned earlier, of it's very hard for those games to reach a finished state because of how large and ambitious of projects that they are. And I've played a lot of them, and I've enjoyed a lot of them, but it always makes me so overwhelmingly skeptical when I see a new one, because very rarely do I find that these games do something that makes them different from other games in that same apocalyptic category, right? One of the ones that I will give credit to is 7 Days to Die, with you getting attacked by a horde every 7 days. That gives you a more grounded loop, whereas things like Satisfactory, the forest does have a story in it. There's a lot of games within this Monicum, and once you've played a lot of them, it's just so much harder to feel excited about a new one, because especially because like this is pretty, this looks like a nice relaxing time, but it doesn't look like it does anything that I haven't already done. And that makes me hesitant to even have a little bit of excitement for it. Definitely doesn't look bad. I just have no energy to invest into it. But that's Lightyear Frontier. Let me know what your thoughts are. You can put them down in the comments below. How do you feel about this? Are you a large fan of the genre? Have you played a lot of them like I have? Are you new to this? How does this game feel to you? Do you not care? Do you not get burnt out on them and you're just ready for the next one because this is just your vibe? Let me know. Again, comments down below. I like to talk, and if you want to talk with me some more, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right, we got one more. One more. Whew. Oh, that's right. We got quite the journey to go on this one. Also, a reminder, everybody, the current Stream Raiders boss we are on is a super boss, which means that there is a large pile of epic scrolls available to you. Just another reminder, super boss on Stream Raiders. I don't know if Athena can hear me, but she has not placed. And I'm sure that she would like to get those rewards. See if I can't get their attention. Tried DMing them on Facebook just now. Not Facebook. Discord. that was professional sounding noises. Alpha Beta Gamer. That one works. Okay. Here we go. Last one, everybody. Athena! Of course, she's probably going to freak out because I just screamed Athena. Athena! She's like, what? What's wrong? Everything's fine. I'm sorry. Swish noises are professional. Thank you for those high swans, Show Sheepy. All right, put in your high swans, pog swans, or any emote of your fancy. What happened? It's just a super boss in Stream Raiders and you haven't placed yet. That's all. and I tried DMing you on Discord, and then Vanishar was Athena, and then I was like, oh wait, Athena? And I was like, oh, she'll probably be concerned because I just like yelled her name. Anyway, everything's fine. Just throw a unit in Stream Raiders real quick. Don't miss out on super boss rewards. Very important. All right, here we go. Say hi to the YouTube video, Athena. You're wonderful. I appreciate you. Well, the yelly method worked. Nice. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out The Last Faith. We got a decent amount of trailers, although I will warn you, most of them are fairly small. They had a Kickstarter campaign that was successful, and what I saw when I was trying to grab the footage and looking through this, I saw a lot of people saying, this is 2D Bloodborne, and I'm like, whoa, those are big words. You have set a very high expectation. This is 2D, it's a Metroidvania, Souls Soulsian game. I don't know how much of a Metroidvania it actually is. That's just what it's tagged as on Steam. But there's always a question when it comes to these 2D Soulsian games, because you have really good ones that are faithful to the 2D to Soulsian design, the games like Salt and Sanctuary and Ender Lilies Quietus of the Nights. And then you have games that have Soulsian mechanics but definitely feel more along the Metroidvania side of things, games like Hollow Knight. And then you have games that kind of get placed into weird areas in them, games like Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is definitely more like Castlevania, or you got the ones that are platformy like Ori and the Blind Forest. So this is The Last Faith. I don't know much else about it, but that's what we're here to find out. So we're going to go all the way back to May 2016. Before they'd even launched their Kickstarter, this was just a teaser for it. So let's go. I like how he grabbed onto the ledge. You don't see that much in 2D stuff like this. Okay, all right. I see the Bloodborne influence. Definitely, for sure. Bloodborne influence, very, very strong. All right. Okay. Into the next one. So we still don't actually have the official Kickstarter trailer. The official Kickstarter trailer was a few days later. This is the Muramasa teaser. Okay. Charged hits, we'll take it. It wouldn't be Bloodborne without a ladder, right? Gotta have those big metal ladders everywhere. This is the environments teaser. Very Castlevania. Castlevania or Ghosts and Ghouls. Yeah. If they turn the castle upside down, I'm leaving. Well, we haven't seen that yet. We've only just seen the different environments, which all look really good. The pixel art style in this is great. Okay, so here's a longer trailer. We got 2 minutes out of this one instead of these 20-second boys. This is 2 minutes for the official Kickstarter trailer. Here you go. Man, I love when people do these larger, like, art pieces using pixel art, because like pixel art environments and gameplay look really cool, right? But when you got like a close-up shot of somebody, that is so different than this. Unlike breaking through a stained glass window. Very pretty. Got a forward roll and a back step. Big wompy enemies, kind of bossy-like from Soulsian games. Very cool. Animations here, very nice, very nice. The pixel work is excellent. I can't imagine how long the sprite work take. Lots of abilities. Is that our save point? Gargoyle, Bone Dragon. Whoa, that was cool. Very brutal, jeez. Hello? Oh, shit. Oh, God, that's fucking cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, there's a little bit on the end here. Hang on. Oh. Hello there. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure they just want to talk. Okay, so we'll jump over to their actual Kickstarter page real quick. So their Kickstarter was successful back in May of 2020, I think is when it initially launched. They did have 4,053 people back them for a total of £210,000. Their original estimated delivery date was September of 2021. We're in December of 2022. This game is not out yet. They did have a couple of small demos available, but it is not out. There is not a hard release date that is available as far as I am aware. Now, I did mention that there were some demos. I'm going to include a link in the description below to this video. This is 36 minutes of a prototype build of the game being played by Alpha Beta Gamer if you wanted to get a larger, closer look at it. So, I mean, this was also definitely like during pandemic time, so that also led to a lot of development issues, and I feel like from the number of Kickstarters that I have personally backed, that it is just always, you can almost always expect for there to be issues when it comes to Kickstarters, especially if they had stretch goals. I wonder if we can take a look and see if they did have stretch goals. Stretch goals, I feel, are like the poison in the well when it comes to Kickstarters, because they just bloat the project out. They had some statue work in like an art book, but that's larger bundles that you could buy. They did have stretch goals. Okay. Funded at £45,000. That's a really low funding goal there. A boss rush mode, extra buff powers on weapons, new game plus. Nothing too bad so far. A survival mode in the Tower of Despair. This could have been pretty rough. That could have been part of what made it longer. Pixel art animated cinematic scenes. That could have definitely bloated project time. Multi-endings. Definitely bloated project time. Voice acting in English. Okay, good lord. And a dungeon mode. The thing that they did not achieve was their $220,000 goal, which they were only, well, £220,000 goal. They were only £10,000 away from it, which was an co-op multiplayer online, which now here's the reason that I'm curious, okay? Because the trailer we haven't watched yet. We got a few more actually, but the next one in the list after the official Kickstarter trailer was the co-op prototype, which I wonder if they tried to push forward with that idea of co-op anyway, which would have pushed the project even larger and even farther. Kickstarter that funded and didn't deliver? How unexpected. Yeah, I understand that very, very well. Stretch goal, 1 year delay if we reach this amount. 2 year delay if we hit our second goal. That's the way it feels a lot of the time. Let's see what this co-op prototype looked like. Someone did another dude. Man, the Bloodborne blood in this is astounding. I wonder if if they're gonna push forward with co-op anyway. If they had a prototype build already, I mean, the game's already well over a year delayed from their initial fulfillment target. You heal using blood vials. They are blatant in their inspiration. That's fine. Okay, so then we have the dialogue showcase. I wonder if this has any of the... you know, they did have... I didn't take a close look at it. Because it said that it was unavailable. They had a pledge manager where even if you missed the Kickstarter, you could give them additional support. And it makes me wonder if they pushed past their £220,000 goal with the post-Kickstarter backing, so they're trying to do the online co-op. Because, again, like, all of those stretch goals further bloat out the project. So, all right, let's check out this dialogue showcase.
Crazy to be wandering around at this time of day. Why are you here? What do you want?
Not bad.
Come on, warrior. There's no disease, no infections, nothing at all. Come closer, I'll show you.
Why
That's pretty good VA.
Go back inside or they'll kill you.
No one can do anything to me. I'm the king here. The king of the bison rib from the Valcourtipart valleys. Let me show you something.
Enough, old man. I don't have time to waste here. You want to risk your life? It's none of my business.
No, don't go, I beg you. Great warrior. I read it from your hands, from your cloak. Let me show you my knives. They're very sharp. I even cut the bones of the wild beasts from the eastern lands.
Interesting. Okay. That was pretty good voice work, though. Like, solid voice work. Very nice. All right, this is the last one we have. This is the Last Faith official gameplay trailer. Everything we just saw was from 2020. All of that Kickstarter stuff was in June or May. That dialogue showcase was from September of 2020. There was nothing, radio silence on this game until June of 2022. So almost 2 full years of absolutely nothing. So we'll see where they're at now. Got to use your bolt paper. They already had so much really good looking gameplay when they were launching their Kickstarter. So cool. It'd be cool if it zoomed in like that for those moments, but I doubt the game does. Oh! Man, they really are just trying to make 2D Bloodborne. If you've played Bloodborne, 75% of everything you see is just almost 1-for-1 taken from Bloodborne. Not that animation necessarily. That's part of the other 25%. But environment design, world design, enemy design, weapon design, buffs, stuff like that. So much of it is so heavily inspired by Bloodborne. Cool. Sick. Steam, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One. At 2022, you are not hitting 2022. Your Steam page still says to be announced. What does your last update on the Kickstarter page say? All right. April 2021 was the last dev update? No. Really? I thought I saw December in here when we first, got here. I thought, if we just open directly to the page again, let me see what... I thought on this page we saw something on the update when it came... I thought there was something in December, but maybe not. Is your last update really April? No, here it is, December 2022. Hello to all our amazing backers. Thank you for your support in the Last Faith. We wish you a merry holiday season. We should be giving out more updates in January. Please stay tuned. November 2022 delay announcement. What do you know? We made the difficult decision to move the release date to 2023. As expected, we'll share the progress with you. We would like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. Okay. So, no. Oh, damn. Fucking top comment. More like lost faith. Holy shit. That's fucking painful. Oh, God. They're fucking dead. Okay, so it does look like they're at least still around. They got a lot of product here, right? Even before they actually launched their Kickstarter, they had a pretty good showcase. Now, it's not too difficult to make a really impressive, bits and bytes showcase trailer for Kickstarter, but I definitely feel like there's something of substance here. And whether it's because of their stretch goals or whatever else, it's just taking them a bit longer to actually reach a release date. Did it say early access on this Steam page? It does not. And it does, maybe they're not doing early access at all. I don't know. It looks like they're looking to try and give us another update sometime in January. But as of right now, this game is definitely a really good presentation. Very much wears its inspiration on its sleeve and as a pendant around its neck, because it is definitely taking as much from Bloodborne as it can legally get away with. And it looks like a really good experience. It's got a really good art direction, very solid design, very great animation work. The sprite work in this game is very impressive and is very, very eye-catching. I definitely say why a lot of people were backing this. I probably would have backed this back if I saw the Kickstarter when it was active. I'm curious to see where this game will go if we ever do actually get to see more of this game, but I guess at the very least we're going to have to wait till January. Hopefully they're getting close to release, but who knows what's going on behind the scenes. Kickstarters, like already game development can be rocky, but Kickstarters can be even more rocky, especially depending on who has control of the money. But that is The Last Faith. I would love to know what you think about it. Again, remember that there is the Alpha Beta Gamer video. If you wanted to see 30 minutes of extended gameplay, that is in the description below. If you have checked that out, if you got to play it yourself or anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on The Last Faith? Put them down in the comments below. I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more. If you want to talk to me on Discord and Twitter, those are great places to do so. Discord also has a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right, y'all. Shall we run that last battle and then find out where we're going? Find out what's happening next. Also, Orange You Glad, I just want to like appreciate you for no jokes, just be like, Kickstarters are often jokes in and of themselves. I don't need to make a joke or a pun. They're doing it for me. I don't know what to place, y'all. I don't know what happens on this battle, so I'm just gonna give us. I'm gonna make us go fast. I'm gonna make us go fast, and then we'll take a look to see who's streaming. I'm gonna lurk now. Gorthan, we're getting ready to get out of here. Are you going to bed, Gorthan? Because if you're not, then I'm gonna talk to you while I edit videos. Let's see who's streaming. Little One's still on. They're having a PJ party with Rizzo. Let's go hang out with Little One. Are you? Yeah, as soon as I get done here, I got to start editing all the stuff that we just recorded. So, I mean, if you're still awake, then I'll totally chat with you. You editing tonight? I have to edit at least one of them tonight, Vandashar, because something will have to be edited and ready to go live tomorrow. So at least one. We'll see how I feel. I'll edit as much as like I can get done. All right, we have 30 monks and 30 centurions, either of which can be yours for 4,269 channel points. Most kills to myself, tied with Robo Momo. Most assists to Fanny Slam, tied with Athena Latina. I'm behind in YouTube. I've been sick and can't talk well right now. Man, I've been doing these daily uploads, Orangey Glad, and it's a rough schedule. Thankfully, I'm able to edit the reactions pretty quick, but if I want to do anything more complicated or long form, like earlier we were recording the video for the worst games in 2022, that takes a lot more time, and that like work and family and streaming and other stuff, it's a hard balance to find, especially because you know that the more you post, the better chances you have of finding more viewers and to actually achieve growth and to get people coming in from YouTube into Twitch and stuff. It's just so hard to figure out what is not necessarily worth your time, but worth the time that you have. So these are my socials, everybody. If you would like to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, check out the YouTube channel for everything that we just got done recording for. That would be the place to do it. As I just got done mentioning, there is a new YouTube video that goes up every single day. The one that went up this morning was actually the ugliest games that we played in 2022, as well as several reaction videos, including an unboxing that we got to do earlier this week. In my case, the main problem is factoring the time to get into character. Oh man, yeah, that's a good point, Orge. You probably, I don't know how long, like, you're a professional and you've done it for a long time, so you're probably very quick at it, but it probably still takes a considerable amount of time just because of the amount of character that you have to get into. So man, that's probably an investment. My investment is grabbing a shirt and slapping on one of my 100 freaking hats. So that's also like I've seen people do with TikToks and stuff. They will plan a whole bunch of TikToks before they get into costume, especially ones with like hyper complex makeup and stuff. they'll do all of this planning, and then like they'll record like pre-transition, do their makeup, and record like a dozen post-transition videos and stuff. So lots of, you know, there's just so much. This is the raid emote, the raid message, everybody. That's what you do. Good plan. Good plan. This is the raid message, everybody. If you are not a subscriber, you can unlock that Raid Swan emote for 100 channel points, and it's available to you even without being a subscriber for the next 24 hours, and does allow you to use it on the raid as well. Oh, I was like, is the little one raiding out? No, little one is going to the dentist. Good night, Rochi. Good night, Orange. Good night, Fanny. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Thank you to everyone that was lurking and hanging out and chatting with me. I cannot express how much I appreciate everybody in general, but especially when you're here on Sundays, because it's so much easier for me to be productive when I have people that are here with me. I don't know what brain shit that means, but it definitely means a lot to me. So that said, everybody, I most likely will not be here on Tuesday. I have a doctor's appointment late in the evening on Tuesday, which means that I probably won't be streaming, especially because I will be working on my renovation project throughout this week. So probably no Tuesday stream, very likely a Thursday stream though, and then the Power Couple stream with Athena on Friday. All right, go into this post screen. I appreciate all of you very, very much. I will see you next time. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you are staying safe and staying warm, that you had a good holiday season. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.
Bunnies.